Hi, welcome to the Bad Art Show with me, Jenna Sparrow. I have friends with me today, Tim Butterly and Kurt Metzger. Are you going by Kurt? Okay.
Yeah.
What? Okay. Just making sure there wasn't a name associated with whatever the hell is going on over there.
You sound crazy. It's like a crazy bitch right now.
Oh, perfect. That's a way to start. I'm sure you can say bitch in the first 30 seconds, you idiot. Okay.
You just embarrassed yourself.
You're so dumb. So we're on to part two.
What's with the attack?
Part two of Jake and Dinos Chapman.
Is she always this rude? This is crazy.
I don't know.
Do not side with them.
Kurt, I thought you said she was cool. I came all the way up here and she's being a fucking bitch.
I don't know. I'm trying to trace it back to when she started being uncool. I don't want to think it's when I got my new designer shiesty today in the mail. But I can't help but notice. Now, and pardon me for saying this, but you are in your pyramid.
None of this can be in the first 5 minutes of this episode. You guys are so dumb.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm just trying to do an art show.
I don't know if I already said this, but we're on to part two of Jake and Dinos Chapman and the young British art movement. Kurt's a young British artist.
Yeah.
Can you do any British rap for us? Can you?
No, it's not British. It's this is from the No Jumper, No Shirt Cypher.
Oh.
But I wore a shirt because I haven't got all my tattoos yet.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Because guess who won't let me get my tattoos?
Yeah.
Oh, take a wild guess, Justin.
Yahweh.
I can't.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't. She doesn't want me to tattoo Yahweh.
All right. Well, very good. We're catching up on part one.
On block, I'm getting them tattoos.
You're going to get us in trouble, man. Come on. She's going to give us detention.
I think you should get tattoos live on air.
On the dead homies, I'm getting them tattoos.
Yeah. Okay. Catching up on part one. Oh, so these are the Goya prints that I was talking about. So they're buying actual Goya prints at auction, and then they're altering them. So you can see the way they alter them. There was an example of a before and after up there for you.
And I was into it.
You were into it. I was not, because I'm not. I think that it would be just as easy, since they know how to draw, for them to reproduce a Goya print and then alter that.
Right, but then there's no deeper statement behind it.
The conceptual aspect.
Yeah, this is going to be a foreshadowing. See, I thought they were just all about molesting paintings, so I liked it.
Yes. Well, so here's the issue I have with the Goya print specifically, and they're going to do another series like this in the future, is that they're like, well, what? We're upping the price of Goya prints anyways. We're helping Goya's market because we're making less authentic Goyas since we're destroying these. Okay, well, you're making art less accessible to average people. You're upping the price of these pieces of art.
Art is not for people.
Yes.
Of course not. But they're trying to claim that they're talking back against all this capitalist bullshit. No, they're part of it, and they're almost propagating it.
I was defending them against you last time, and let's just get on with it because.
Okay, let's keep going.
Wow, I want to rescind those shout outs.
Oh, that's not supposed to be there. You can just go to the next slide. Okay, so now we're on to part two. Now, since we covered the Goya.
Give me back my shout outs, Dino brothers.
Yeah, Kurt was really going to bat for them last episode. So
I wasn't. Don't tell us that.
We're going to see how that pans out in
Kurt's
this.
favorite artists in the entire world. They were doing what in 2008?
Big fan, I would say. Kurt's a big fan of these guys.
No, I liked all this other stuff.
Okay, so now
Look at Ron McDonald on a cross. Come on.
Yeah, now we're on to fucking hell.
You don't get it?
You don't get it?
There's a message there. I didn't go to college, Kurt. I don't know how to keep up with this.
But did you eat at McDonald's?
Fairly free today, yes.
Okay, yeah, so.
Did you go to Hamburger University at least?
Dude, I couldn't get a scholarship.
I got a scholarship.
My grant money fell through.
Were you on the dollar menu or?
Because I was fucking white, dude. They wouldn't let me in.
I lost my grant to Hamburger U because I was racist online.
My spot was taken by a Chinese nationalist.
All
man.
I said.
They send them over here to
food smells weird to me.
Get our hamburger degrees.
Well, this piece here, Fucking Hell, is their sequel to the piece I mentioned earlier, Hell, that got burnt down in the Saatchi warehouse fire, where they lost tons of work, but specifically that, I guess I would call like a magnum opus of theirs. So now they make this second version of it, and they say that it's a visual conflation of totalitarian violence
wait.
with corporate branding.
Oh,
That's
conflation.
crazy.
I can't read.
Well, a visual.
I know Justin's making the face like I know. I went to school in Florida and I can't read and it's really tiny. Okay.
Wait, but why are they a visual conflation of totalitarian violence? The corporate's fascist, man.
Yes.
Just say that.
Meanwhile, they run a corporation. They have employees. They're literally a corporation. It's not an LLC. They have employees that they pay out on payroll and they pay taxes on a corporate scale.
That's pretty funny, though. See,
while they criticize capitalism.
I'm into it. I like it.
Dude, I've been into it, but I'm not into it now.
This is a Trey Parker and Matt Stone kind of thing. You know what I mean?
I'm just going to tell you, hold your shout outs. Trust me on this.
So they end up making a bunch of these maquettes. They put them in glass cases as if they're like terrarium type things. I think all of this is really cool. This isn't really an art piece I would buy for my house, but I have to say if I saw this in a museum, I would be like, this is pretty sick.
Oh, I would think you'd find it at a Warhammer 40K gaming shop.
That's exactly what I'm
Do they still have those?
Yeah.
Where you get plastic figurines
yeah. You and some virgins can just be painting little guys.
You can have a good time without pussy.
You're not supposed to, for sure. You're not supposed to be British and getting pussy making this stuff.
No,
yeah.
I thought this was...
this is right
You're
up
supposed to be
alley.
pre-diabetic and alone while I'm looking for comic books near you making this shit.
War Hamburger 40K.
So,
all right, we're going. Let's go.
do you play Warhammer too? This is the second
No,
time
but
we've
I've
shouted
never
it
played
out.
stores all the time.
You take that back, Jenna Sparrow.
I didn't even
I
say
have
it.
never played that
You're
game.
outing yourself.
I have never played with miniatures. I just like to watch the lore on YouTube and 40K Dark Tide I play on PlayStation 5. And people judge me in my house. I use a couple of gals in my house. Judge me for my Dark Tide playing. Monterey judges me. And she meditates.
Yeah, I think you spend more hours playing the video game than she spends meditating.
She has spent all day meditating. And let me tell you something, chicks that think that's not cool, that I spent that much time on PlayStation that meditate, I'm technically doing more than you. You're just sitting there, bitch. You're just sitting there blanking your mind out.
Okay.
And I'm helping a team of ragtag convicts.
I think
for
they're
the Emperor.
Teenagers in other states, I think is probably more likely.
And I swear at them like they're
playing.
adults because this is, and I talk to them like they're adults. And they appreciate it.
It's you and a bunch of sixth graders.
You guys are really cool for your age. Do you ever think about like meeting up?
No, they're not cool. It's a group game. You got to stay together. If you run off, we lose. So, and guess what?
All right. So
come on.
now we're getting into, I told you this wasn't going to go chronologically. So we're actually jumping back in time a little bit because I think Fucking Hell was 2011, I believe. So now we're jumping back to the precipice of this series that they started in the 1990s. Zygotic acceleration, biogenetic, desubliminated, libidinal model.
What's Kreutzung mean?
Kinderkreuzung. I don't know. I got to look that up. It's German. It's not good. Doesn't sound good. I'll say that for sure. So some of these images you're looking at right now, the top one is called Zygite and the bottom one is
One's called Heaven.
it's called Doggy.
I just got to close my mask from this.
The bottom one is just titled Doggy. While we look at these.
Why did they do this?
Look at the guys.
Yo, dude, that is...
I'm going to read quotes of Jake specifically. Jake is the one that went to art school, the Royal Academy, which is a very prestigious art school. I'm going to read some quotes of him. The assumption is that a work of art is something that you might like to look at. And this is because the obligations of entertainment. The idea that actually you go
The assumption of art is that something I might like to look at. Yes, Jake.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Well, let me finish his statement.
What on earth is he talking about?
Let me finish his statement. The idea...
Yeah, I assume that, dipshit. You're selling it, aren't you?
The idea that actually you go to a gallery because you want to see something that's edifying or nice or looks nice, or you want to have some positive experience from looking at a work of art. And I think that in a sense we are, we're certainly pose the idea that we think a work of art should not necessarily be a nice thing to look at. it should have some other kind of secondary effect. We see it as being about offending taste rather than creating
This
taste.
is exactly how I talk when my wife catches me just watching gore videos endlessly on the laptop. I'm just like, you're not only supposed to watch good stuff. You're supposed to take in bad stuff.
I'm sorry. Offending taste. Is it really a matter of taste, though? Your Joseph Mengele CP sculpture?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it did offend my taste as a guy who's not into Auschwitz experiments on children.
Yeah.
And weird CP. Dude, putting sneakers on them, and that makes it... That's a Stephen Collins right there.
If you guys don't know who Stephen Collins is, look up that
Dad
story.
from Always Sunny?
The Seventh
what did he
Heaven,
do?
the dad from Seventh Heaven is he's
yeah.
not a voyeurist. What's the opposite? Yeah, well, they say that this is a commentary, again, on consumerism and capitalism, hence the sneakers. And we're going to show more examples of this. So, and also, the other thing is, I thought I knew what zygote is. I thought, yeah. And then I'm looking at this and I'm like, this isn't what that, because that means that's like a fertilized egg is what that means, right? So
Right.
That's just some nonsense word. What do you say? It's a commentary?
Zygotic acceleration. So he's dehumanizing the children. He's reducing them to simply what they started out as.
well, but zygote's a single cell. So
right.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
He's accelerating that multiplicity of cells, I guess, into this monstrosity.
How much is this sell for?
So these range, everything we're about to look at, I believe these are from Christie's, these where I got these images from.
Can you imagine?
So they range from
logging into PayPal to
Hey, I wonder why the Epstein shit's not coming out. I wonder.
Yeah. So they range from $6,000 up to about $250,000. So $250,000.
If you paid $250,000 for this, you should be put in a wood chipper with no trial.
So I'll show you guys the next slide because it's going to go a little bit more into their concept behind these series.
Come on, man.
So the top
Dude,
one,
what the fuck?
the top one here, Jake and Dinos Chapman.
Oh, what art.
Yeah. So executed in 1994, Dinos and Jake Chapman's fuckface is one of the most notorious icons of the young British art movement. The sculpture was featured in several exhibitions, dedicated both solely to the artists themselves and to the umbrella group, which is the YBA movement, who came to fame during the 1990s. So mannequins are already sexualized by their very nature, invented in order to whet our capitalist appetites by presenting clothes such as t-shirts and trainers in beguiling away. Yeah, I wasn't beguiled by the mannequin. What does beguile mean?
It's like
it's not clear what the
I don't know. That's why I asked.
What the intention
I have
is.
no idea what that word means.
You get all gussied up and a guy's like, "Hey, baby."
To charm or enchant. Oh, I've never felt enchanted by a mannequin. They're terrifying.
I like the big ones.
Jeffrey Dahmer did though.
Oh yeah, he did.
He found a beguiling mannequin. They kept his Grammy's house.
So for those of you who are listening to this and you're not seeing the image of what this is,
you're lucky.
I just realized we've been freaking out and you have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah, the audio guys are kings right now.
No, don't look it up. Just take my word for it. It's not cool.
They get to keep defending them. Yeah.
The video guys, they're going through it. The audio guys are chilling.
Yeah.
Can I read this last part here? It's making me really...
Go for it.
With its tumescent proboscis, this inquisitive child encapsulates the chaotic vision of the Chapman brothers with an all too literally in-your-face intensity. That sounds like CP, the back cover of a horrible CP to me.
Yeah.
That is everybody insane?
I'm gonna briefly describe what this is for people listening. It is a real child-size mannequin.
Dude, this was it's like in Watchmen where the villain's like, I did my evil plan.
Yeah.
Well, this is in 95. Like this happened in 95.
In 95, you could walk into a gallery in London, specifically Saatchi, and you would look at this and you would have to drink wine with your friends and go, oh my God, that's great.
Wow, how challenging.
How edgy.
I'm so challenged right now.
Was
You
anybody
are.
there? Has anybody watched this show that was at this gallery?
I
Will
mean,
you turn yourself
I don't
in?
think anyone with money watches the show.
You could track one down though.
I'm
Put the
wearing
call out.
$100 designer shiesty from Kill Squad. Yeah, I think people with money watch the show.
This wig was $13,000.
And he's a respected judge.
Oh, have you made a judgment of the art yet?
I'm sure you're gonna show me something at the end that's gonna turn me around. I'm trying to not,
the fact that you believe you could be turned around at this point is crazy.
I overreacted.
Well, these guys haven't been butchered in the street, so it's like something.
Guess what? No one's gonna. It's gonna happen over and over, and no one's gonna do nothing.
Before I move on to the next slide, which might be the most egregious slide, I want to mention that all of these images I'm showing are captured from Christie's catalog. I don't know how long because they're backlogs.
I want to see the rest of their hard drives.
Yeah, well, I don't know how long these are going to be readily available on the internet because these guys are getting some pushback right now.
Oh, I thought they are?
Christie's, well, by certain people. Christie's is owned by Salma Hayek's husband. These people are deeply intertwined in Hollywood.
Yeah.
A lot of the people who probably bought this art for their private collection are billionaires, millionaires, and celebrities.
Wow.
So with keeping that in mind, because
I wonder how many of these sculptures are, instead of being displayed, are being stored in like the back of a closet wrapped in a t-shirt right now.
I bet they're brought out at parties. I bet they're brought the fuck out at parties. That's where, yeah.
Like the other one really, go back, will you? The first one, this is why this one disturbed me, because I'm like, this isn't even, this is like I said, not that. This is like Auschwitz kind of shit.
The doggy one?
Yeah, and I was thinking about it, I'm like, okay, someone paid $250,000 for this. Salma Hayek's husband, who's got a French name, guilty. If you pay
He's the judge. You can't.
Why would someone? Okay, judge. Let me put this case to you. Okay, you pay $250,000 for this. Mm-hmm. That's a lot.
Which one, top or bottom?
And neither of these went for $250,000.
Okay, clear this up though. Is the bottom one a sculpture or a two-dimensional thing?
They're all sculptures. So the top one went for $49,000. The bottom one only went for $6,300.
Hey, you know what? If you paid any money for this and didn't burn it, I want you put on a list. But. Your this
contacts.
Is my cuckoo thing that popped in my head when I first saw it and got upset yesterday. The rich freaks that would buy this crap would. Do you think there's a chance that it's like they're tickled pink that someone envisioned a thing that they're into?
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the people that would get this are like dark occultists.
So you're saying they're already into it, and luckily these two artists came along and made something.
The people at the top have done, the kind of shit they get into is beyond anything. You wouldn't believe it. You would go, what is this? You trying to be edgy like the Chapman brothers?
Well, my assumption is the guys that can afford this and pay this, they keep it in their house.
I believe that this was the highest price one now since I'm looking.
Bart Simpson in real life.
I wonder if they won the Turner Prize. I am curious if they won the Turner Prize. I don't remember if they did or not, because that is kind of the point of this, is like British art had a certain standard to it. I'm not saying it should have held to that standard. Do you know who William Turner is? He's a famous British artist.
No.
You do not have to know who that is.
Of course not.
Yeah, okay, so...
I have brain damage.
He's a famous British artist that did a lot of landscape paintings. They're very beautiful. And he was himself a civil rights activist. He was like a kind of a socially edgy guy back in the time that he was alive. And his art is just beautiful. Now, in the opposite version, these guys are following in his footsteps, and I would say their art is maybe not as beautiful.
Wait, how are they following?
Can we just? I want to go back and get that word.
Reigning British artists, like top British artists.
Okay.
I do not know if they won the Turner Prize. They didn't. Okay, good.
Go back to the.
Good.
Will you go back to the picture? I just want to go back and get that word. Go back one more.
Which one?
Okay.
Kinderkreuzung.
I want to know what that word.
Okay,
Kreuzung.
Then we're gonna go to the next slide.
I just needed that word
because I think there's one more. Kinderkreuzung. Okay, this one. So this is the last version of these.
Kreuzung means crossing in biology or intersection. So it's kid crossing.
Kid crossing.
Dude, what the?
So now we're on to these ones, which I think these are a slightly later date. Some of these.
Dude, that thing makes me really mad at the bottom.
The Unnameable is one of the titles of these.
Yeah, because YouTube will censor it. Combines innocence with horror, challenging the ideas of childhood purity. Right there tells you everything about these scumbags and whoever bought this shit. Yeah. Challenging the ideas of childhood purity.
The Unnameable one to me is the most like to where I'm like, I don't even get the conceptual nature of it. To me, I'm just like, okay, I get that you got the first one you made. Sure, you got the shock value out there. But now when you've made hundreds of these.
Hey, by the way,
it's like, what is the concept?
Quick aside. So Joseph Mengele, the guy that did this kind of shit to people, to kill the kids.
Yeah, sewed twins together
America
and such.
saved his life and brought him here before he went to Argentina. And do you think that he stopped his hobbies of doing shit like that once he got to America? I bet you he didn't.
He probably set up in a garage somewhere for sure. Yeah.
I'll bet you he took time to do his art. That's the guy who in 2016, I'm pretty sure was behind that because Dr. Green, he went by the name Dr. Green and Greenbaum, Mengele.
Wait, didn't Mengele actually, now I'm getting things confused, but isn't Mengele the one that actually viewed himself as an artist? Like that his science was his art?
Well, I mean, anyone passionate about their skill
Yeah,
probably considers
views
themselves an
themselves
artist.
as
Artist
passionate.
first.
Yeah, passionate is the right word.
Dude,
But they're not letting us translate the speeches anymore, so we can't really tell.
Here's a bigger question. Why do the Muslims hate our freedom?
I want in post for us to zoom in on the unnameable, as Kurt says.
I think I could almost handle these one at a time, but when you hit me with 4 or 5 images like this at once, I'm sort of overstimulated and horrified.
That's a bad way to put that.
That was tough. I'm sorry, man. I'm just trying to.
I know. I feel like maybe we should have prepped you a little more for this episode.
I thought,
wow.
want to surprise me with this. I go, show me it now.
Can't wait to hang out with Kurt and Jenna. A bad art podcast. That'll be so fun. I'm so interested and I know so little. And it's like, this is a house of horrors. And my wife's going to go, how was it? I'm going to go, it was fine.
Well, now you know.
I learned about contemporary conceptual art.
But no, I'm locked in. I'm not going to
When I
back
was in
down.
high school,
I'm not a coward.
Yeah, you're here to judge.
Oh, look, they got real kids to do this. Well, that's
No,
appropriate.
Those are not real kids. Those are mannequins.
Well, how'd they pose them and make the sculptures?
Okay, so this, we'll spend a little time talking about this because this, to me, I almost get the concept like so much better than everything that we just saw. Like, I feel like they lost me conceptually on the last one. And on this one, I see it, I guess, a little bit more. So these works here reminded me, I mean, I thought I had this written in here, but they reminded me of those Animorph series from like the 90s. Remember they came out around the time of Goosebumps?
Yeah.
I never read them, but I just remember like the cover, it would be like a kid jumping into a horse or something.
No, it was an Andalite was the species. They were blue, kind of like centaur people from a different planet. And they came here and showed these kids how to turn into any animal.
That's what the Animorph series was about. I'm
know
taking
what?
it you read them.
But then the Andalites are actually kind of dealing with like an intergalactic civil war back home or something like that. And the kids kind of get wrapped up in it. It's actually pretty good shit.
Okay. Do you know what a centaur is originally in Greece and a Medusa and all that? A Gorgon? So the Phoenician pirates, the Medusae, there's these broads that had poison in their hair. They would dip the arrows in their poison in their hair and hit a guy and paralyze him.
God damn it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm actually not real happy you described that.
Thanks
either.
for spelling it out
taunted
for me.
until I did.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. Yeah, I don't know.
Let's look at these tasteful chess pieces of color here.
Ooh, I wish I put the date on these because I wish I put the date on the Animorph ones. Because now I'm looking at this and I'm like, you know how there's kids now that believe that they're like trans
Furries.
animal?
Yeah.
They're like furries. And so I wonder if this, predates that. They also pose them for school pictures. It's kind of small, so it's
I
hard
think
to
it's
see.
a form of, what do you call it? Not shamanism, but like...
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Is it shamanism? Is where you have like an animal spirit kind of magic? It's like that kind of shit getting put out.
Yeah, which I will say, I pretended to be like a lion for a few years when I was like a child. So,
Well, my daughter
get
was.
it.
How so? How did you pretend to be a lion?
Well, I have really big curly hair. You can imagine. I have like kind of fro-like curly hair when I don't straighten it. So it's very.
Is it like the fur on these chest
I
pieces?
think I probably hissed at people.
So
I don't remember.
Before
I'm
we
being
left,
a lion.
before we left Philadelphia, my daughter was in an arts charter high school.
Okay.
And they had to, I go to all the art shows for the kids and shit, and they had to start telling the kids no more anime art and
Yes.
no more furry art.
That goes back.
Yeah.
Oh, furry art.
No more furry art.
When
They
I was
said,
in school, the
"We're
anime
done with
art
it."
thing was a problem. They wouldn't let
For
you
sure.
do that.
Oh,
were
yeah,
like,
they wouldn't even
no.
let you submit that.
When I was
Yeah.
in Art Institute, this is like 20, geez, a long time ago.
Yeah.
When I was at Art Institute, so it's 97, right after these great artists were making this shit. That's a whole bunch of people drawing anime. Like they didn't know how to do life drawing.
Right.
And
Well,
I'll be like, what the hell is
yeah.
wrong with you? And the
It
teacher's like,
sidesteps the skill of art because you're kind of learning like tracing. You're learning how to like trace the shapes of the anime characters.
Sure.
So you're not actually
You're
learning,
not learning
how
the process
to draw.
of rendering an image.
Yes,
oh,
correct.
it's
sure.
the opposite of art. You might as well be writing in school. You're learning a pattern.
It's more like calligraphy than it is actual art,
From
if that makes sense.
Japanese
Well, so anyway,
revenge.
They
Yeah.
lifted it. They lifted the moratorium on no furry, no anime in
Who
it.
did?
The school.
Yes.
My daughter's
Ew.
school that she
No,
went
I'll
to.
explain why.
And I went the last show that I went to.
No.
It was nothing but anime.
It was, I would say, a quarter.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of it just looked like kids doing their fucking homework, not really inspired. But the furry pieces jump out at you. Those are the kids with the real passion. They're the only kids like trying to do more than get an A.
Yeah, because
What is a furry piece?
in fact,
The
they're
furry piece
sexual
is like,
preference.
it's like I don't say I didn't receive any kind of sexual connotation.
How do you
to
know
it
it's furry?
because it's an anthropomorphized
Yeah.
wolf,
Oh,
and
no.
it's like they're sketching out scenes from like it's all bad photography. Like it's just kids taking pictures of stop signs for the first time.
Are they
you know what I mean?
autistic?
Are they artistic or autistic?
No, they're in high school.
Okay, but furries, I've never met a non-autistic furry.
Oh,
I don't know.
You will
any
never.
furries.
You will never meet a non-autistic.
Yeah, I think there's
furry.
So those are
it's a
autistic
Venn
kids.
diagram.
I think it's
situation.
almost entirely autistic kids, and then the furries are just like a subsect.
Yeah, I think so
okay.
too. I
Is
think
that
it's the
normal,
middle of the
everyone?
Venn
Does everybody
diagram.
think that's normal to have that many autistic kids? Is your daughter
Absolutely
autistic?
not. Maybe a touch, but like not.
Was she
Was
doing
she
the furry
smart,
art?
maybe?
Yeah.
Smart and autistic are not the same.
Right. So she's probably teetering between those two.
Well, she's
but-
hanging around with these smart-hearted freaks. Of course, it's
Yeah.
going to rub off.
Was she doing furry art or what was she doing?
No, she's like a really gifted. She took it seriously and
Okay.
was doing every medium that they gave her.
She can talk to people, right?
Yeah.
She's probably not
she's
autistic.
good. She's good.
Don't
Yeah.
let her think she is. She'll.
Oh, absolutely not. We don't do that stuff in our house.
We don't do
we don't
autism.
do that. We don't
We
do
just don't do
autism. You guess what? You are what you were born as. I've known you the whole time. You're not going to change it. You know what I mean?
And she's cool with that. She doesn't call you like
no,
a bigot.
we fought for fucking years.
Yeah. About
We
what?
had 3 years of war with each other.
Yeah,
About
because
what?
you're
Because
a
all
bigot.
the kids at school, all the cool kids were doing identity stuff, and she
So
wanted
what'd
to
she
try
do?
it. She wanted to dip a toe in maybe I'm not a girl stuff, and I
Oh,
said,
No way!
And I went through it. I lived through
That's
the
crazy.
teenagers.
How old is she now?
She's 17 now.
But it's lucky that you were watching out because Misha works on Jimmy Dore goes, if that had happened when I was a kid, I would have gotten some kind of operation.
Well, I
I know,
said 7
dude.
years ago, I said this trans thing is just the goth thing. Kids are going to be fighting with their
Yeah,
parents.
and
No,
it's
mom,
fine.
it's
I
who
would
I
have been
am.
great
It's
with
who I
ugly
am.
clothes and bad music, but it's like these kids are like trying to get like doctor's appointments and shit.
Art high school is a very specific thing because that's a very impressionable time. I shouldn't say it like that, but art is kind of an adult topic. And I understand that I've been an artist my whole life since I was a little kid. I got into art school, but there's a lot of art things that are very adult topics that kids who are like teenagers really aren't ready to fully understand.
You have no perspective to share.
Yes,
You,
correct.
Like your
But you
parents are
think
still
you
making
do.
you brush your teeth every day. You have nothing. You have nothing to show the world.
Well, Judge
Yeah.
Butterly has spoken.
That is such a true
You know what I mean?
statement.
Yeah, learn how to move your wrist. Like, yeah, get that shit
You
down.
haven't
but
even
you
gotten
have
a drug
nothing to
addiction
offer.
yet. Yeah,
No.
like you're
Oh,
not
no.
ready to
Quick
tell your
question.
truth. Yeah.
Are those swastikas on the kids' statues there with the animorph faces
Where?
and their little
Yeah, it looks
sweatshirts?
like it.
Oh, yeah, I believe it is. Yeah, that's like their. Can we zoom in on that? Yeah, that's like their school.
So they got real kids. That's real. Look at those poses. So real kids were involved in the making of this. Am I wrong?
No, I think they just go to a factory that produces mannequins for kids' children clothing, and they buy those and then they modify the mannequins.
Oh yeah,
remember
these two
they're
are on the right are in the same pose.
yeah. These are
Elephant and bird.
these guys who claim to be anti-capitalist are like the biggest capitalists. So they're
Well, that's just
buying
normal
these.
way of-
They're buying
Selling
these
out
from,
rocks, by the way.
How come this is okay, but not Kanye West's amazing track?
Yeah, good point. Why isn't that allowed on the internet?
Can we
Which, by
play
the
that?
way,
It's called Heil Hitler.
Have you guys heard about this?
have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
which is also another point I'm going to bring up. We're going to have to censor a bunch of this because I did one episode on Jeffrey Epstein's art collection, and now they're on to me and they're flagging every
his
fucking
collection
thing
was
I do.
tasteful. He was a tasteful
Well, but
gentleman.
here's-
Oh, Bill Clinton in a dress, right?
You know
Was
why
that-
he
was
had
that-
that?
Oh yeah, he had that.
So we did on her show.
I'll show you the episode. You could learn all about
Okay.
his
You
collection.
don't need
It's
to
pretty.
research it.
It's
Made it as a
interesting.
joke and didn't put and then see this is why
Epstein
I think
bought it at auction.
you know what?
Yeah.
This is why I think that thing that some rich pervert was like, oh, he knows my thing. Because Epstein, that girl that painted it was an art student, right?
Yeah.
And Epstein goes, oh, I helped blackmail Clinton with because Monica Lewinsky was a Jew honey trap for Clinton. They
Mossad.
wanted this-
Yeah.
Obviously.
What's the guy's name?
Who?
Jonathan Pollard, one of the worst spies in America. He was Israeli, and then we caught him. The Clintons didn't want to let him go because he's a piece of shit, and they're pieces of shit. So imagine what a piece of shit.
Piece of shit battle, yeah.
We're talking this chessboard. So then all of a sudden, Bill Clinton gets his dick sucked by Monica Lewinsky under a desk, a nice Jewish girl. That was a honey trap to force Bill to do that, to release that spy. That's what that was. So the dress with the
Face
blue.
right now.
And wait, did they release
and
him?
then people go, who saves a dress? Well, someone who works for Mossad saves a dress. And so that's
She
what
had
happened.
to. Yeah.
She might not even know she works for Mossad because, as you know, with MK Ultra, you can program people into all kind of shit. But neither here nor there. The point is the dress, Bill Clinton dress. Epstein goes, that's funny. That's what I'm going to hang that up because that's what we did to Bill Clinton.
Epstein was a donor to an art college in New York where the woman who painted that was a graduate student. And when she painted it, it went up for auction her senior year and Epstein bought it through private sale. And I think it was anonymous private sale in the auction. Could be wrong about that. Someone can correct me, but I think it was anonymous private sale. He bought it and it was hung prominently in his house. When you walked in the first parlor, it was the first thing that you saw. So
Another joke in that painting.
Jeffrey Epstein, if you remember in that episode, if you've been watching this or go back and watch it, he had a nude chessboard of all of his employees in his home. And so this is interesting. I'm not sure what year this came out. I'm not sure what year the Epstein nude chessboard came out, but it is interesting that they both are making the same thing. I don't,
Because here's
or
what,
who
this
did
is
Jeff
made
commission?
to sell to a rich pervert.
Which is who did
'Cause
Jeff
they-
have commissioned to do his chess piece is my question.
Let me just break
Yeah.
it down artistically for you. See the two races fighting. Now, if you, Judge Butterly, I know you worked your way up from the bottom to become a respected judge, but had you gone to a really good school, you would have learned Caesar's treaty on the Punic Wars or whatever, and the Hobbes Leviathan, and you would have learned to divide the lower people who are your food and your toys, just like a chessboard, and you would learn to divide them by race and have them get in little stupid racial fights. Meanwhile, you, as a lizard person, would be feeding on them, and they
Playing
use
the
every
game.
part of the buffalo,
Yeah.
these fuckers.
They would do playing the game.
So this is made to be sold to a very rich man, is how I take it, because it is a form of art. It shows how they are the players of the game. You know, the really powerful. If they made this now, they're in on it now. These guys are in on it. People paying that kind of money are like, I want to meet the artist, right?
So this is the other thing. They started making those series in the 90s and then they never really stopped. They moved on to make other series, but they kept revisiting
'Cause
that
it's a
and
moneymaker.
making it again. Of course, yeah. So then let's see. In 2011, they moved on to buying 19th century paintings at auction and then what I would call destroying them because they would paint decaying features onto them, skulls into them, which again, all of this would be cool if they weren't destroying someone else's art.
Whoa, they're making $100,000 Hot Topic posters. That rocks.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that rock.
These guys are cool.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
back.
kinda-
I'm back. All right, finally, some good art.
But do you see this?
Now, do any of these react to a black light by chance?
Do you know why they're?
That would be really cool.
Yo, do you know why they're doing
Yeah,
that?
that would be cool.
Just so you know, they all want to live forever. Do you like that freak that has his son's blood put in him?
Oh yeah,
Okay, and he looks all waxy like a
he looks
vampire.
like a fucking freak.
Yeah, because you know they're the most depraved. If there is a God, they ain't going nowhere good. So they're gonna do whatever they can to stay young because there's nothing for them besides material. There's
Also, being
nothing.
rich probably rules, and I would, if I had $1 billion, I'd want to enjoy
Yeah,
it.
and how do
forever,
Okay, it
too.
rules, but you're still gonna die like me, motherfucker. So
How do
how
you
do
know-
you
No,
get better?
I'm going to harvest my son's adrenochrome slowly. I'm going to slow drip my son like a blood bag from Mad Max and
okay,
never die.
And that is what, to me, the reason they're doing this is a commentary on that.
Okay, so here's
They
another.
actually are very good artists. It's just They're scum.
Have you considered that they're rich freaks? Because these
Of course
guys
they
are
are.
very rich British guys. Okay.
I know.
So yeah, that's
Yeah, they're guilty. They're guilty with
that's
them.
kind of my point. Is like the thing.
These people hate
the thing
each
they're
other.
criticizing is like what they are. Also,
These people hate. By the way, the lizard people don't like each other.
Yeah.
They have to blackmail each other. So everything is a little dig or a little like, you didn't get the good seats.
I know. When I saw this, I was like, this looks like what you find in TJ Maxx around Halloween time. Like, this is like, maybe not TJ, but Hobby
This
Lobby.
is an accurate
This is
portrait
like Hobby
of the
Lobby in
founding
the
fathers of
Halloween,
America.
in the Halloween section
Yeah.
of the founding fathers. Oh my God.
Dude, Shane's joke about George, he went to George Washington, Martha's Vineyard. You know,
What?
George Washington's fucking plantation.
Oh yeah.
And there's like an underground where the cells of the slaves. And he's like, oh, I didn't want to think about how George Washington is a human trafficker. The country's founded by Luciferian human traffickers. So, and they came here from
They
England.
all are, man.
All of them.
Yeah, all the countries.
If you're a Freemason, Freemasons are Luciferian, whether you know it or not, and you're in that dumb shit. I don't know why you're in that gay shit, but that's what it is. They don't think of Lucifer as the devil. They think of Lucifer as the light bringer. It's a whole gay thing. They suck. Fuck you if you're in that. And so that came from the Scottish Rite was one we have here. And that's what all the founding fuckbag fathers were. Human traffickers that were in that disgusting group.
Why are
and
we?
they're all just because his wig reminded me of them.
Oh, I was like, why are we on to this? I'm so confused.
It's all the same, but no, it's all the same
from the
thing.
same place.
It is all the same thing.
Yeah.
The West, Epstein and Diddy and all the things are one big thing. Do you understand that? And this art is for the creeps that run it.
Yeah.
Why do people not know what I'm...
This is the thing about Jake and Dinos Chapman. They unapologetically are feeding art to a specific class of people. This is not for like average people who like art. This is for very wealthy, pat yourself on the back, liberal art collectors.
Now, do you hear what you're saying?
Yeah.
Why? Now, just think of what the implications of what you just said. The only people that like it are very wealthy, important, connected people. What does that tell you?
Self-important. Yeah.
Judge?
Well, okay, this gets to a question that I've been stuck on for a long time is, when you become like a human trafficker type or a Diddy type, is it because you maxed out what wealth can bring you and what people will do for you and you need the next thing? Or did you attain that because it was just the path
you would
to
do
Ooh, the
anything.
chicken
a
or the
shipping
egg.
container full of children?
I'll tell you
This is
just
the
exactly.
chicken or the egg of human trafficking.
So Diddy's son, do you know his one son? I don't know if his name is King or some dumb fucking shit.
Yeah.
No, we've never met.
For his birthday, on his 18th birthday, he gave him 40 acres right on the border of U.S. and Mexico because you know how he would smuggle drugs? So 40 acres and a mule. See how funny that is?
That's cute. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cute.
I see what he did there.
So I see what you did there. I don't know if the FBI saw because they claim. So,
Because they didn't look into it at all.
but as soon as I heard it, I'm like, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
So Clive Davis, the famous AC/DC music producer now, he sucked Clive Davis's dick to get ahead. All you got to do is be a person that would do anything to get ahead. Would you do anything?
Who, me personally?
Judge Butterly, wouldn't you do
Me
anything?
myself personally?
Yeah.
Every man, it's got to have a limit, you know?
Yeah, what's your price, Judge Butterly?
We
can work this out, Judge.
Can I be honest? I've never been confronted. I've never had, I like to think I'm a certain kind of man, but I've never been pressed against what will you do for what you want.
Well, here's the thing I've noticed since I've been down
How far
here.
have you been taken?
Oh, I'm a problem because I don't keep my mouth shut. So
Yeah, Kurt talks too much.
No,
They
I
hate
That's right.
run my dumb mouth. So do you think they're going to even approach someone like me? No. They're going to approach someone. They're going to feel you out with some art.
These guys are millionaires. Don't get that wrong. These guys are
Do you know where I live? I'm one of them new kind of WEF 2030 project people that don't own nothing, and I'm so happy.
You got a head start on completely
I don't have shit.
depriving yourself.
I don't even have a gun. Jenna has the gun.
yeah.
If we break up, I don't get to keep the gun. I don't even know what the
the
legal
guns go
parameters
with
of
me.
shooting it off.
You have to share custody of the gun.
No, it's hers.
Fully mine. Yeah.
No, you
Yeah,
get it on the
we can't
weekends.
straw man purchase.
No, you gotta get a good lawyer.
Yeah. This is Texas. They're mine.
Yeah, I don't have shit.
Wait, so
Anyway.
you get invited to, I mean, you've been in Hollywood a little bit.
Duncan Trussell, last time I did his show, he told, or no, we were talking in the green room. But before, even now, like it was a while ago, when Peter Thiel was giving lectures on the Book of Revelation, you know Peter Thiel, the tech guy?
Yeah.
He was giving lectures on the Book of Revelation for some reason. And Duncan, because he's a maniac, him and his Christian friend went to watch it. And they said within 2 minutes, it's obvious that Peter Thiel does not know anything about the Book of Revelation.
Does this have to do with the art?
Yes.
Okay. I'm like, what
everybody just fucking buckle up.
Yeah, because
Yo, when I'm wearing my goddamn shiesty, that means, yeah. Anyway, so he got invited to go have lunch with Peter Thiel. I'm like,
Duncan did?
yeah. And I go, why? He goes, because I'm friends with Joe Rogan. So I watch this at the mothership all the time, dude. Everybody, all kinds of weirdos can get in through people that know Joe Rogan. It's a thing you have to watch out for if you're big. Now, these guys, they didn't have to watch out for it. They sought it out by making disgusting shit for perverts. They sought it out. It isn't like, hey, I got approached by some guy who might be a Mossad and wants to.
Well, this is kind of my point of earlier when you were like, they're criticizing the thing. I'm like, they've carefully constructed their entire career to be part of the thing. So I don't think they are criticizing the thing like that.
Well, okay.
I think they're lying about it because that sounds conceptual.
Here's something you need. It's the same as music and acting and art. Artists are stupid whores, and they all have agents if they're successful, and their agent tells them what to do and then tells them a nonsense story. So in their own head, they think they're rebels. So all the dumb fuck Hollywood people that told you to vote Kamala, those moron whores, in their pea brain, their illiterate pea brain mind, they think
agents don't like share anything in common generally, do they? Like the agents, they're not like.
Dude, how many comics you know that suck up?
You know what I mean? Those guys don't all come from like the kind of
second.
same background or anything. That would
Are you being anti-Semitic? Is that what this is?
Do we have to cut this out of
just
YouTube
asking
right now?
questions.
Well, there's comics that suck up the agents that are like, oh, that's my friend, and I'm like, and when I see like a young comic that's like with their dumb fucking scumbag agent, and I'm like, do you trust your agent? Are you stupid?
They love their agents.
I'm going to do Netflix as a joke auditions.
That's fun in that hat.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm working on Netflix.
it is funny watching an agent.
I'll do
write a
anything for
comic.
money, I I just want to have a good career. There's nothing here about me. My job is who I am. If you take away my career, I'm literally nothing.
I'm making a clip of this.
Netflix is a joke. I have to, at my own expense, fly to an audition for Netflix is a joke. My nose is a dick and my mouth is an asshole you can fuck. Netflix! It sickens me watching new comics what stupid whores they are. People that I like, they're the most suck-up punks. They would go to a gallery and look at those dick-nose kids.
And be like, wow.
Oh, that's really good. Isn't it awesome? I got good seats to a thing that are very expensive, but you could never get them, but I got them because I was on Kill Tony. I roll Tony's blunts for him. I don't even do comedy anymore. I just order the slaves around in the Kill Tony bucket now. I was never a comic. I was a punk my whole life. And now everyone knows. Netflix is a joke. Do I seem angry?
Great, I'm crying. That was too much. Oh my God. Now we're moving on to Hitler.
Finally, some good news.
Based.
Grok wrote this part.
Oh my God. I'm literally crying from that. Okay.
Can I roll a blunt for you, Mr. Hinchcliffe? I could be famous. I play Madison Square Garden.
You're blowing out Justin's ears right now. He had to take his headphones off. Oh my God.
Can we sit in the good seats? That's all I have in life.
I swear we're almost done.
Oh my
Okay.
God! No, now I don't want it to end. You front loaded it with the worst horrors mankind can show me.
I know. It
Now
gets
we're
to
having
me.
fun.
Listen, can I tell you something? It gets to me and then I explode. I mean, it gets to me, man.
Oh my God.
I got to drink 3 White Claws to take this shit.
Okay, so the Hitler
By the way,
series-
I'd be so polite about the art. If I showed up somewhere with someone powerful, and they
My
were like,
agent said I should pay for my own plane ticket. Because I just think there's a joke on this here. I'm gonna audition for the Kill Dummy bucket. Maybe I'll be here. Oh, the guy with the pterodactyl on beat me again.
Holy shit. Okay, is it out of your system?
Sorry, I rep, on the dead homies, sometimes I rep too hard. On my dead homies, I rep too hard sometimes, and that's my fault.
you're in your feelings. That's all.
I'm in my feelings about this shit. I think we all can see that. I had 3 claws, and now I'm up in my feelings.
Okay, well, in 2008,
Go on, I'm sorry.
Jake and Dinos Chapman started buying Hitler drawings at auction. And this is titled, If Hitler Had Been a Hippie, How Happy Would We Be? And then they color over Hitler drawings. Again, I hate it. Quit destroying history. I mean, we only have a limited amount of
They're
Hitler
making Hitler's
drawings.
artwork less accessible. That sucks.
Boy, is there
I
no...
mean, I would have liked to own an
Jenna.
original Hitler, and now I can't.
Is nothing sacred? You know what? Kanye's better than this.
I know. At least
Kanye wouldn't be ironic. So I profiled him. So then I'm like,
I clocked
okay,
him.
how am I going to deal with this? Like, so I got, we got guns and then I got one of them really bright flashlights so you could blind a motherfucker with.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a strobe
We got a
as
couple
well.
of those.
It's
yeah.
not permanent, but it's like 25,000. Because I don't walk around carrying a gun like a maniac. Like I don't want to have to shoot somebody. But if they come to my house, I'll shoot you in your fucking face. Not you, Judge. You're welcome anytime.
Proceed.
But the flashlight, they're like $250. It's like it's so bright. I shot myself in the face with the
And it's
flashlight.
solid metal. You could like beat someone in the head
So
with
I
it
could
as well.
blind you.
Yeah.
I could beat. I could just run away. I could fucking beat your temples with it.
That's so fucking funny.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I had
to
to think of
imagine
like
you in a street
non-lethal to
fight,
lethal options.
Yeah.
pulling out a flashlight in a street fight, so fucking like it's a lightsaber.
It's not a lightsaber. It
I know.
blinds them.
I know.
Yo, if I was trying to come at you and I was holding that, it would be a really hard time.
I can probably close my eyes so fast though.
And
It's
then you're
disorder,
gonna
but then
punch.
you got to fight with your eyes closed.
You're gonna stab now, homeless. Oh, you got no home and no
I have to
sight
raid
now.
Kurt with my eyes closed.
But it's not like homeless. Look, most of the homeless, by the way, the majority of homeless have jobs, and you don't see them. The ones you see are the ones that are like the bottom dregs
Right.
of homeless.
Yeah,
that are
the ones
fending
by
out
the
us
the-
filter,
do not
for
have
sure.
jobs. They are terrifying.
Yo, a lot of people have been homeless, right? It's not permanent, but this is like, and this is on purpose. It drives the value down on the property, so they can buy This is happening to everything. The arts, the real estate. They're buying up the last of everything. Bill Gates is buying up the farms. And then you're going to be fucked, Judge. And I
know.
respect you as a judge, but you're fucked with me.
Well, here's the thing, Kurt. I was born fucked. I'm ready.
Nice.
Well,
You might say I was born with a dick nose and an anus mouth.
on that note, let's move on to Shitrospective, which is this.
These guys hate themselves.
They were asked to do a retrospective, and this is what they put together, which was a bunch of cardboard mock-ups of art they'd previously done. So you see there's one of their Zygote statues, but made out of cardboard. You see
You know
all the
what?
people.
It would be cool if I hadn't seen the previous art they made.
You know what? Actually, this is like one of my favorite things that they did is like do a retrospective, and they just do a bunch of cardboard bullshit that's completely worthless. And I'm sure it all
Look
sold
at the misery in
totaling
this
$1 million probably, of all these different things you can see.
art. Are these brothers still talking to each other?
Well, we're going to get to that. So, so they often seen as ironic or mocking street art, pop surrealism, and fine art taste by doing this shitrospective thing. To me, this is the best work they've ever done. Again, I wish it wasn't. I want to quote Jake again. This is a quote. Oh, we might have shown this in the video, but this is him talking about the anti-Turner Prize in London. But he said, I don't think the work is necessarily advertly interested with skill. I think it's interested in the notion of time and what's subversive about their use of time, and that they're producing these works which, after all their struggles, after all their labor, they produce something which virtually doesn't need to be made. And he's being critical of other people's art that's well done. Meaning if you do a really skilled painting, he said, okay, sure, you put all that skill and time into that painting, but it doesn't even need to be made. Who needs a painting of a pretty bird? But my work is important and needs to be made. That's his argument, is that his work is of higher social importance and
these
value.
Guys do a lot of blow.
Yeah. This quote's from a kitchen at 3 a.m.
Does my Arab glasses look good with my shiesty?
Yeah, it actually does look pretty cool.
I got
God. That's what you would wear on Keltoni.
This is what Mickey Mouse looks like on black people clothes.
Dude, this is...
Jesus Christ, Tim.
It's actually racist that I'm wearing this.
Yeah, I think it is.
No shit.
This is cultural
You're a judge. What do you think? Would you lower my sentence or raise it?
So these I actually liked and thought were pretty cool. These, they did giant sculptures that were made like little kids' toys. Like I don't know. I thought these were cool and also reminiscent of children's kits, and what does it say? Serves as commentary on the commodification of play and the intersection of innocence with mass production. To me, this is more conceptual than the innocence mass production things they did with the mannequins.
For sure, but also like it's 2007. These guys are not allowed to make anything inviting to children. This
is after the other thing. Yeah,
they should have had their hands cut off while they were assembling this shit.
Yeah, Justin's over there strongly agreeing. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good point.
That's nuts.
Yeah, that they're moving.
Are they not questioning the innocence of children anymore? Or is this to lure the kids into that house?
Exactly.
And that house looks like
kids play chess.
Oh God, that house looks like it's owned by some. I mean, I think this is at a sculpture garden, but it looks like it's owned by some really rich bloodline person.
Yeah, if you know who these guys are and you bought this to put in front of your house,
this is a wink.
I promise you're up to something in that house.
Oh, God.
I promise you, and it's very widespread, and you should be paranoid of it of all times. They just told you Epstein. There's nothing to see here. Or is everybody stupid? Go vote again, morons. That'll work.
I think this is this one of the last pieces of art?
Oh,
I think
thank God.
I think. Oh, yeah. So.
Well, that explains everything.
Yeah. So I think this is a quote again. I think generally there's a kind of feeling that art is good for you, but it's kind of being sold as something that's not only good for you, but actually very easy to swallow. What it does is it says about the world, what does it say about the world? What does it say about me, the viewer? What does it say about the person who made it? Those are the questions you're supposed to ask.
I did, and then I answered them very well.
Yeah, I think that's what this whole series was us questioning, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Well, I did that two guys that look like fucking acid house DJs.
Yeah, so in 2022, Jake and Dinos Chapman ended their professional collaboration, citing mutual seething disdain for one another and a lack of fresh ideas.
Yeah, you should feel like that.
With saying that, Jake, who was always the one that went to the Royal Academy and he was the Art Speak one, has gone out on his own and is making art again, and it's literally just the exact same art. What's the
other guy doing?
I don't know, but I think Jake is trying to claim it was me the whole time and Dinos wasn't.
The other guy's buying it.
Probably.
Judging solely by this picture,
yeah,
I'd say consuming as much of it as he can.
Okay, guys, the main message. I know you want to blame the Jews for everything, but don't forget the British are the head of the snake.
Yeah.
Don't blame the Jews, okay? It's not all the Jews. The stinking British, okay? And the Mormies. And the fucking Catholics.
These guys are half Greek. Dinos, yeah, half
Guilty.
Greek, half British. Yeah. It's time for you to.
Hey, here's a closing joke. How do you separate the men from the boys in Greece? With a crowbar. Not you, Nick Costas, you ruled. Nick Costas from Hilarity is the greatest guy.
I don't know who that is.
He's the greatest, one of the best club owners I ever met in my life. Besides Joe Rogie. Joe Rogie is a great club owner.
I've heard.
I almost dropped that.
Nick Costas, one of the nicest guys I've ever met in comedy that runs Hilarities. And like 20, dude, no, who ever says bad about Hilarities?
Was that the older gentleman at Hilarities?
That dude.
Yes.
Yeah, looks like, he used to look like Christopher Walken when I met him.
Whoa.
I met that guy 20 years ago.
He's still got like an old guy swag to him.
Yo, he's just a good dude.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. So I
only met him
forgive
the one
him for
time.
being Greek, and I tell him that to his face.
That's fair. Okay, Tim, is there anything you would like to judge about this, or anything that you would like to promo?
Well,
You'd like to be taken off the episode, I assume.
I say don't plug your shows right now after what we just fucking watched.
Actually, if you want more of this, yeah,
I have
just
a
look me
mutual
up
seething
online.
disdain for you now.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna go our separate ways.
I have
We
to.
gotta go our separate ways now, guys.
It was nice knowing you.
I'm seething.
I have to read out the curators before we leave. The people who donate extra special amounts to the show to make it happen. Did you want to plug anything? Do you want to plug any of your
Just follow
stuff?
me on social media, Tim Butterly, please.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, actually,
Butterly's a
bunch
funny
of you,
dude, man.
a bunch
I
of
appreciate
fuckers
you
don't
guys.
follow me on social media, and I make this show. So why don't you go follow me? Okay, so here are our curators. First name is one of the greatest. About That Island. You know what that means. Thank you, About That Island. Absent Stars, Davy Jackson, Dead Red Zed, George R., Greg Butler, Henry Sloniak. You guys got to make your names easier. Jareth, love that one.
That
Josh Parsons, Justin Marler, Nico Lay, Robert Barnes, Scott Jensen,
is that the
Scotty
lawyer,
Kimball.
Robert Barnes?
Maybe. Scotty Kimball.
Wait, Robert Barnes. Are you the lawyer, Robert Barnes? I'm dying to know.
Sterling Holland, Tim Jones, thank you guys so much for
I like Robert Barnes, by the
giving
way.
to the show. I know a bunch of this is going to be Patreon only because that was a fucking insane episode that we just
I
did.
bet Fan
Tim
clips that and puts it up.
I'm going to look at anyone who even consumes art differently from now on. I don't
As you
trust
should.
any of you motherfuckers. That's crazy.
as you should.
That's what's going on. That's what art is. This is nuts.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick to
Dude,
video
it's
games.
like- you know what? Art is a lot like drill rap. No, white people had no idea what was going on.
I think white people are behind it. Okay. Memento Mori, thank you guys.
I mean, the lizard people know what's going on.
Oh, okay.
I don't mean Jewish people, by the way, scumbags.
No, he means British. Thank you,
know, if I-
guys.
yeah.